Canadian TikTok users, hear me out because the TikTok ban actually does affect us. So back in November, the Trudeau government banned TikTok from operating offices in Canada. I don't know if that includes operating servers, but it probably does. And that means all of our information and all of our TikTok resources are probably coming from America. The TikTok ban not only bans the app, but being sold in the Play Store and the Apple Store. It bans ISPs and data service providers from storing that data and sharing that data. So if my TikTok data is actually in America, the TikTok ban will immediately cut us off from using TikTok properly here in Canada. And also, I know this legislation specifically lists ByteDance, which means that if you're using TikTok Notes or CapCut, it might affect you as well because that's all part of ByteDance. So we might even need to find an alternative app to edit videos. I would suggest downloading all of your TikTok content and then hopping onto an alternate app. I know a lot of TikTok users are hopping onto the RedNote or Clapper bandwagon. Clapper already has a following from the last threat of TikTok ban, but everybody seems to be going to RedNote right now. And the views are crazy on RedNote right now as well because of the whole TikTok refugee trend that's on there. But yeah, if you are a Canadian, you need to prepare for this because eventually if America does ban TikTok, the other countries that are allied with the US are likely going to follow. Like for me, I lose 60,000 followers overnight, and as a full-time content creator, that is kind of scary because like social media is what my livelihood is. TikTok for the last couple years since the threat of a ban hasn't really affected me that much because the views have plummeted since the threats of a ban because everybody started leaving the app. But it just hurts to lose everything that you've built upon because I joined TikTok before it even got popular in 2019. The crazy part of all of this wasn't the beginning. The beginning was when they blocked Huawei from having phones being sold in Canada because it was taking over the majority of the market. The US is already planning to ban DJI drones. So if you own a drone, your drone might be completely inoperable because the US is going to start banning the drones. So what is next? What are they going to ban next in the name of national security? I do have an optimistic view of the future, kind of like how sci-fi shows like Firefly and Star Trek Discovery integrated a lot of Chinese elements and elements from all around the world, really, into their culture, into their storylines, because I do see working together as part of the future. Right now, it might seem like a very dire situation between global politics. Eventually, this will all come to pass, peace will be made, and we'll all work together because the people of all of these places can see through the nonsense that's being thrown at us. To you Americans, I feel terrible for you. In 2024, TikTok contributed $24 billion to the local economy, and about $1 billion every single month was generated for small businesses. And there's 7 million small businesses on TikTok in America. There's 2 million US creators on TikTok making $300,000 a month just from the app itself and not from all the partnerships and everything like that. So it is definitely a huge hit financially as well. I wish the best to you all.